Look at that beautiful, beautiful shot on your screen at the moment. This is the magnificence of Durban. The sun has just broken through the horizon, and there it is, bright and beautiful. You can also see the bathers that have come out early this morning to try and get their fitness regime in. We've just seen some guys also going out in their boats, and the fishermen are waking up. So I can tell you, Durban is ready for action this morning as the Tourism Indaba is getting underway, and it's an amazing opportunity for people that are in the tourism sector to come together and to share best practice as well as show what they have to offer, sell their different products and sell their different destinations. Well, Durban certainly is right up there when it comes to one of the most popular destinations in South Africa when it comes to hosting conferences and just generally bringing out the best in South Africa when you do come here and visit it. Well, it's the first time that the minister at the helm of tourism is heading up the Tourism Indaba for us this year. So I'm so excited to have her with us, Tokozile Xasa. Day 2 of Tourism Indaba, but I should say day 2 for you as Minister as well. How's it been so far?
It has been exciting, at the same time hectic, because being in the helm as the first woman to head an industry and a sector where you have the majority of participants being women, but not in leadership as such. And where you're looking into how can you pull them up to really find their meaningfulness and also contribution, because we're looking at how this sector can continue to transform the economy of South Africa to be in the hands of the people. So,
you know, it's not the first time that we've spoken to you. You were the Deputy Minister of this portfolio. So you've been watching and working in the sector for a while now. But obviously in your mind, there are different things you would like to change or things that you'd like to see grow. Where does your passion lie?
For me, if we talk tourism that contributes into the economy, that cannot therefore allow majority of the people to participate, then that is a concern. So for me, with the call for radical economic transformation, it allows me for interventions into the space where we can really, bring up the enterprises, because a lot of women are participating in the industry. Bring them up into speed in terms of skills, in terms of, improving their products, so that they can come into the picture. South Africa is so much endowed, but, nobody sees or gets into contact. So as we are here for the Tourism Indaba, I'm excited because we have more than 90 enterprises that are giving space to expose themselves to the world, because the Indaba is a one-stop shop selling point for businesses, interactions, networking, and they have that opportunity. But critical to this opportunity that we're giving them, it's not a once-off opportunity. It's an opportunity that begins to, discover them, give them a platform, look at what their shortcomings are, because we want to really grow them into bigger business.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about the economy, because that, many people look at our economy right now. We're very, very worried, and rightly so. It's no mystery. You and I aren't economists. We're not going to talk too much about the nitty-gritty. But the reality is that tourism creates jobs. Tourism brings money. Tourism, it encourages people to want to come and spend in a country, and thereby uplifting the lives of so many people. The President spoke very much so about that during the opening. He had a vision of increasing tourism numbers. Conversations with the President, where is it that we want to position South Africa? I mean, how much more can tourism contribute to the economy?
There's much more and areas that we're looking into diversifying it across the sectors, because tourism is a catalyst for economic growth. So looking into the areas that are identified through the 9-point plan by government, into your areas of manufacturing, into your areas of agriculture and agro-processing, you're looking into inviting business to diversify that has been active in other sectors. People who are coming to invest in the other sectors as part of trade and trade engagements to really diversify and look at these opportunities, because these opportunities now are scattered all over along the coast as part of ocean economy, which means there are new spaces for further growth, which is the potential for participation by our people. So we're looking at finding where there is potential for agriculture and agro-processing. Then we're looking for accommodation that would be established there. You're looking for young people that would be skilled to get into there. But also, one trick with the industry, with the tourism industry, is that if you don't master the value chain, you cannot have your engineers, you cannot have your electricians, you cannot have people who are supplying what those B&Bs and lodges are looking for. It means the little money that they are making, they are also taking it out to buy somewhere else. So now we are introducing a targeted approach in terms of this SMME development, so that in a node where we would have identified that potential that cuts across these sectors, we are able to look into how we can identify those SMMEs and develop them. They, cut across the value chain so that money can begin to circulate amongst themselves, and then, you see them growing. Because, if you just make a small contribution into training and SMME and you leave them, ultimately they will continue to be exempted bodies who would not contribute into the GDP. But if you have a continuous program of growing them, then you are sure, within this period that you have targeted, they will be able to contribute into the GDP. You can also monitor the jobs, and we can really help them grow even bigger, because we've been isolated in the industrialist program because we have not been having a concerted effort to grow the SMMEs. We're back into that space now. We're identifying SMMEs, we're identifying the actual markets, we're identifying investment potential. We're also looking into funding, which has been
so important. It really is. Minister, you've got a great vision and a lot of work ahead of you, but we wish you luck and we thank you for talking to us here on the program. This is our new Minister of Tourism, who of course is attending and being a very key player in the Tourism Indaba. This is Tokozile Xasa, and talking to us about a vision of where she sees particularly all of these emerging tourism operators and also those that can contribute when it comes to SMMEs. All right, let's take a break here on the program. We'll have lots more from this, I imagine, on your screens, because I can see with my eyes one of the most visually beautiful broadcasts that you'll have on your screens this morning. Stay tuned.